insurance. And we discussed about, for the first week, we talked about the insurable interest. And last week, we discussed the utmost good faith. And we understand what material fact is or material information. Today, we'll be moving on to the third topic we have for today. But before we start that, just like we said, the three focal point objectives of this program are to bridge the knowledge gap within the insurance industry, to enhance the credibility of the insurance services, and to demystify the complexities in claim processing. So today we'll be moving on without wasting our time. We'll be moving on to the third topic, but I want to ask a question. I want one or two persons to unmute and answer my question. Before I answer the question, I believe you are familiar with this song. Let me sing the song, then I will ask my question. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome you once again. Now the song is please let's unmute, let's mute our mic so that there won't be background noise. This is the song. I don't know whether how many of us are familiar with this song. Mommy in the kitchen cooking food, daddy in the parlor watching film, children in the garden playing ball, la 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 la. Now my question is this. Now assuming the mommy that is in the kitchen is cooking, and suddenly we heard the loud voice from the kitchen, and that caught the attention of daddy that's in the parlor and the children in the garden. What are the likely questions you think they will ask when they get to the kitchen and saw that the food on the stove has fallen on the floor? And what do you think would be the first question, or the likely questions that the children or the father will ask? Please just unmute yourself and answer the question. I'm waiting. Please, I need the response. It's an interactive session.
I hope my darling is not hot.
You're welcome, sir.
I said, I hope my darling cooking is not hot in any way. That's my first question.
Okay, that's
my darling okay. Is not hot.
Oh, I love that. You asked that. I hope she was not hot. Okay, what other question?
I think first exclamation will be what happened?
What happened? Thank you. What other question are we likely to ask? I'm looking for one more.
Yes, I will ask a question. I hope there is no injury sustained.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I think from what the question from the response, I think we can now start today's topic. Thank you very much for this response, and this will lead us to the topic of today, which is the proximate cause. You know, we started with with 6 fundamental principles. We have discussed the first one, which is insurable interest. We discussed the second one, which is utmost good faith, and today we'll be looking at proximate cause. So what is proximate cause? Now, I'll just read it before I explain it based on the response you have given me. Now let's look at what proximate cause is. The active, I hope you can all see my slide. You can all see my slide, right? The active, efficient cause. The active, efficient cause that sets in motion a chain of events which bring about a result without the intervention of any force, started and working actively from a new and independent cause. All this one, I will break it down because we always say we don't understand the insurance languages, and this is why this program has come to stay, to break down insurance languages for us. What all this is telling us about is that when a loss occurs, in an insurance when there's when an insured effects a cover and a loss occurs, what the insurer will be asking, just like what the likely question some will be asked if there's an accident in the kitchen, just like I've portrayed it, that what happened? I hope you are not Dr. Dayo, the I said she will ask because she loves his wife. He loves his wife very well. He said, I hope my darling is not hurt. You ask that, I hope all is well. I hope you were not injured. Then another person said he will ask that, I hope you didn't sustain injury. So those are the likely questions we are going to ask, which is a normal thing. So when insurance too is coming up with such questions, I mean, we can all see for ourselves that it's not something out of place. Insurance want to know what happened, what is the cause of the law, how did it happen? So this program is how to erase from our subconscious that insurance don't pay claim. When people hear insurance asking questions, they think insurance don't want to pay claim. It is not because they don't want to pay claim, but because they want to know what happened, how did it happen, and what is the cause of the loss. And that is what we call proximate cause. We want to know the exact cause of the loss. And when we talk about proximate cause, two things are involved. Insurance is looking out for the peril that resulted in the loss, the operation of the peril that resulted in the loss, and the hazard. What hazard influenced the operation of the peril? Now we'll still break it down. Now, what is the peril? A peril is that event or circumstance in which risks are insured against. For example, when you insure your house against fire, that house is the risk. The peril you are insuring your house against is the fire. I hope you are with me. So when you insure your house against fire, you are saying, oh, insurance, if this house is raised down by fire, come and give me, I will make claim. I will need you to come to my succor. So when you insure your car against accidents, that car is the risk and the accident is the peril. Now, hazard is when you insure your house against fire, and maybe you are cooking in the kitchen and you now put a gallon of petrol beside the naked flame. That petrol that is close to the fire is an hazard because the petrol can catch fire. So that is an hazard. So anything that will influence the operation of the peril is an hazard. I hope you are getting my illustration. Now, let's also look at these two pictures. With the first picture, we have a chain of events. No, we said in our proximate cause, whatever we call a chain of events. Look at this first picture. That first car hit the one in the middle. The one in the middle hit the one in the front. So you see, something happens and it caused a train of events. Now look at the second picture. This house has caught fire. So the house, supposing the house is insured against fire, definitely once the insurer establishes the fact that, oh, this house is insured against fire and now it has caught fire, insurer will process the claim because it's not that the house is insured against fire and the house was burgled into. If the house was insured against fire and in the night the thieves come in to go cut away with the contents in the house, if the owner of the house says, let me go to insurance to make claim, insurance will tell them that you did not insure your house against burglary. So insurance will not settle the claim based on burglary because the house was insured against fire. I hope you can relate with it. So insurance, it will always take claim when the proximate cause of the loss is established. Now, with insurance, so those similar questions that all of us used to ask when anything happens, insurance will ask it because they want to establish the proximate cause of the loss. So that is why insurer will always ask for these questions to establish what is the proximate cause and was there any hazard that influenced the operation of the insured peril. So once insurer is able to establish that this risk was insured against the peril that caused the loss, the insurance will proceed to settle the claim. So today's topic, which is the third fundamental principle of insurance, when we're starting this program, I said I'm going to start with the fundamental because these are the basics. These are the things that people don't really understand. And that is why this program has been set up to let us understand the nitty-gritty of insurance and to let us know that there is immense benefit in insurance for all of us, for the insuring public. Once we understand all these concepts, we know how it benefits the insured because the insurance business is out to put smile on the insured faces. But just like I said the concept was well intended, but the way it was presented was what was not right. But over the years, insurance has evolved and it will keep evolving. And that is one of the things to salvage one of the things to bridge the knowledge gap is why this program is out. So I hope you can relate with what I have discussed this evening because we call this interactive session. I will always want to give enough time for questions so that we can interact together. I love to hear people. Let's reason together. Let's talk about it and let us so that we can understand very well that insurance is well intended for every one of us. So on this note, I want to leave room for questions. Please ask your questions so that we can have time to discuss the questions. Thank you very much. Question, please. I'm waiting.
Thank you so much for the. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you, sir.
This is Ojo. I still want to take off from the question of the last lady, where we stopped last, because that's the bone of contention.
Yes, sir.
Is about distrust. There are so many kind of insurance. In fact, I even want to ask, are you fronting for an organization or you are the one starting your own insurance company? Let me answer that question first, because so that I will know whether I can trust you or not. Because if you are representing some organization, you may not even have power to influence their policy and decision. So that is another issue. But if you are really starting your own, we can trust you because I know you. That you will deliver, and you're not out there to take advantage of people. That's why many of us are weary. We have had experiences with the insurance. They are so diabolical. They will be hiding. They will not tell you the real true picture. They will just be looking for loophole. Why not? They will not pay. Meanwhile, you have been paying your premium. This is the challenge we have with insurance. Why many of us are pissed off with insurance. And then what are the other life is about win-win. What are the other advantages you have for your customer? If, for instance, they've been paying for so many years, the money has accumulated, do you even have a kind of facility for them to maybe push their business, give them loan with minimal interest? Is there other advantages to give to your customers, in return to further encourage them to do business with you? Or is just for you to collect from them, and then when it's time to pay, they start dodging? Those are the kind of things that white people get pissed off. I don't know whether I'm speaking the mind of many people, but sincerely speaking, that's my own position.
Okay. I really appreciate it, sir.
Okay. Before you answer.
Okay.
Before you answer, doctor.
Okay.
Can I say something, ma?
Okay. Please go ahead.
My name is Akim. I beg to disagree a little. I normally have this same opinion about insurance. This one, I don't know whether I should say it. Until till I even got to know or get to meet people who will even collect free money from insurance, from claim, and they will overstate the claim, and then yet insurance will still pay. I'm being sincere with you. At least I have two persons that I can. In fact, do you know the funniest thing is that this person actually collided with the what did you? These people that represent insurance people that normally come to meet the people. What do they call them now?
Even the agent.
Yes, the agent or the marketer. They even collided with this particular person, okay. And they get more money. They got. This is how they did it. I want to expose it now, so that we will know that sometimes if you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. So that's why I feel that if you have somebody inside, that would be a better advantage. Like all those marketer that comes to you, if they call your person. This is what they did. They said the vehicle had accident. Okay. You know, the Toyota Corolla. They now took it to when they said, okay, I think they said one of the things they will ask them to do is they will ask you to go and bring quotation of what you so they now went to Elizade.
We call it estimate of the loss.
Okay, estimate of loss. The quotation is what we call it. They now went to Elizade. You know, Elizade is a Toyota dealer. Yes. You know, whatever you are going to get in Elizade is going to be high. Mm-hmm. Yes. So they went to Elizade and got the quotation from Elizade. So Elizade gave them about 450,000 naira.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Insurance. They took it to insurance. So insurance only called the Elizade to confirm whether the quotation is from them, and they just said yes. And they paid the money to, because they will not pay to. That's one of the areas that I think they are making mistake. They did not pay to Elizade. They paid to the man that did the insurance. Yes. And the man and the marketer, they said they already know that they are not going to do the thing in Elizade. So they just went to
roadside.
All these roadside
they
said they did the thing 120,000 naira, and he out of the remaining 3. I was shocked. I said, "Are you people serious?" I said, "Out of the remaining money, you to give the marketer something, so that because he is the one that knows everything, so that he will not reveal anything." So he gave the marketer part of the money and he pocketed the remaining. So I just said this now so that you'll be able to answer it together, because sometimes Oga just talk about not paying. I have instance of one person who even got more.
You got more. Okay.
More. The money he got is more than eventually the car was repaired, and they still have excess of about 300 and something thousand. So this thing, I was surprised when I heard it. I said, "Are you people serious?"
Thank you, Akim, for that contribution. At least from your contribution, at least that one will. I want to believe, Doctor, you can hear from that at least insurance pay. Yes, I've said it in my first meeting that yes, in the years, a lot of things were not well put, were not put in place properly. That it was not well delivered. Insurance, but I said over the years, insurance pay claim, insurance have evolved. Look at now that even insurance is now even paying claim, and yet the insured are now, taking advantage of the insurer. So to answer your question, sir, you said, am I fronting for an organization? Well, I'm a stakeholder in the insurance industry. I'm a chartered insurer. I do insurance business. I have my own intermediary company. And most times, for you to get the best out of the insurance industry, you pass through the intermediaries, the brokers and the consultants. So I believe I've established that with you, sir. So it's my passion to bridge the knowledge gap within the insurance industry is what has brought me to set up this program. And I've worked in the insurance industry for over 30 years now, and I know the nitty-gritty of claim insurance underwriting, insurance claims, and everything. My clients over the years, they know that I settle their claims when claims occur. Somebody in those times when I first started, The man did not believe in the insurance. He just tested me. He gave out his vehicle for me to insure. When the car had insurance, when the car had when there was a claim on the car, he was, in fact, the man was this that I was able to settle the claim for him. And from there, he believed in insurance and began to do other things. Doctor, maybe it's been a very long time you did insurance. I can categorically tell you that, just like I have said, once the proximate cost is established, what is insured against, if the loss occurs as a result of the operation of the insured peril, insurance, the business of insurance is business of settling claim. Any insurance company that cannot settle claim, they are not in business. Over the in the years, there was no regulator. But NICOM Act of 1997 established NICOM as the apex regulator of the insurance business in Nigeria. And NICOM, they see to the administration, the business of the insurance industry. So insurance over the years have evolved. It is not business as usual, sir. I don't know whether I've been able to answer your question. Have I been able to answer your question, sir? Doctor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Peter Adebola, kindly unmute yourself, sir, and
okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Peter Adebola. My question is this. Today you taught us about proximate costs in insurance.
Yes, sir.
But something has been in my heart that I want to ask the insurance practitioner. When we look at our roads every day, we see that one way or the other, we normally have accidents on the road, maybe chain accidents, and where we have a trailer that may clear about 13 or 14 vehicles. Now, the question is this. If everybody insured his car, I mean, those people that are involved in the accident, which insurer is really going to pay the claim for the incidents that happen based on what we were taught today? Is it the insurer of the trailer or the individual insurers of those cars, or both? So please, can you clarify that?
Okay, thank you, sir. I really appreciate for that question. There's what, in the course of this program, we'll still talk about different types of insurance. There is what we call third-party car insurance, and there's what we call comprehensive car insurance. If you insure your car on third party alone, if your car is involved in an accident, your own car will not be fixed, but the car of the third party, that is the person that you hit, your insurance, your third party insurance will only cover the insurance of that person you are, if you are the one that hits the other person, we call it third party. So that third party is what that your insurance will cover. But if you have a comprehensive insurance, your insurance will cover your own car and the car of the third party, the person you hit. Now, talking of the trailer, that if it is trailer that hits all those chains of all those, like this chain of events I have on my slide, let's say that first person, that big car is the one that hits all of them, that made all of them to have this insurance and this loss. So his own third party, if it is only the third party insurance, this trailer that you are seeing on the slide, if it is only third party that this trailer has, and it is established that it's the one that caused all this insurance, his own third party will cater for this one in his front. The third party of this one will cater for this one in its front. I hope you understand. So, but if this trailer has comprehensive, it will cater for its own truck and this one. Then the third party of this other one will cater for this. But if they do not have third party, if it is a comprehensive that each of them have, so each of them will the comprehensive will cater for for their car. I hope you understand.
I still have a question there.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the trailer,
yes,
was the one that caused this accident.
Yes.
The trailer hit the vehicle in front of the trailer directly,
Yes.
and because of the force, the car in the front of trailer hit the other one. Yes. Because of the force again, so that chain of accidents occurred. Yes. A similar action of the maybe fail brake or brake failure of the trailer. So the question is, all those people that caused accident to other cars unintended, but by the action of the trailer, are their insurer going to be responsible for repairing all those cars, or what is going to happen?
That's what I've just explained. That if your car, if each of these cars, if they have comprehensive, their insurer will just cater the accident as occurred. Their insurer will cover it. But if they don't have comprehensive, if it's just the third party that this trailer has, that's why it's even compulsory. In fact, it is even a compulsory insurance that every car that will ply the road must have third party. If you do not have third party, you are always arrested by the police. So your third party will cater for the insurance of the other car you have hit. So every insurer will be responsible for, like, the third party of the car of the trailer will be responsible for this one, and the third party of this car in the middle will be responsible for the insurance of the one in its front. That's what I've said. But if these cars, if they have comprehensive, the comprehensive will just take care of it without even looking at, okay, it's only third party, we want to go and fix the person you have hit. Do you understand, sir?
Well, very clear.
Thank you very much, sir. So because of our time, I said this program is an ongoing program. Every week, 30-minute interactive session with Grace Ojo. Please, let's always make it a date with Grace Ojo on this program. I want to hear feedback from us. Mayowa, please drop the feedback on the chat. Please, let's look at the chat. Let's click on the feedback link. I want to hear feedback from us. I want to hear how you have enjoyed this program, or what have you enjoyed in this program. Please fill the feedback link. Let me hear from you. Thank you very much. If you want to reach me personally, info@gracesojoblog.org, and I will attend to every of your questions. And if you still have any other question, okay, I still have 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, you can still answer one question.
Hello, madam.
Okay, sir.
Hello, madam. I'm emotional now. I dropped a question on the chat. Please address it. I'm emotional.
Oh, there's a question on the chat.
Yes, please address it.
Okay, sir. Let me read it. Okay. Says the focus of today's session is on proximate costs. In the course of investigation by the insurance company, what is the position of negligence in the event of an hazard? Will the insurance company still pay the insured, notwithstanding the fact that what's the position of the negligence in the event of an hazard? Will the insurance company still pay the insured, notwithstanding the fact that the insured has taken an insurance policy? I need a clarification. Okay. When you said the position of negligence in the event of hazard, well, most times, once it's established that the loss has occurred, yes, we always want to look at the hazard. But if it is negligence, it has happened. There is nothing we can do, but what we have been able to establish that the loss occurred as a result of the peril that was that the risk was insured against. The insurance company will still go ahead and settle the claim, sir. Thank you very much. Have I been able to answer your question, sir?
All right, madam. Thank you so much.
Okay. So on that note, I want to say thank you for everyone for joining me on this call. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next week. Do have a great evening. Thank you all.